Hi friends, this is Jason from EduLogics, where we teach you the logic behind things. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to discuss few things that I think AHPRA could have done better to make the whole execution of OBA smoother and much more efficient. A quick introduction about OBA. OBA or Outcomes-Based Assessment is the new procedure implemented by Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency or AHPRA for the assessment and registration of overseas qualified nurses. Under OBA, there are two exams, NCLEX, which is an online exam, and OSCE, which is a practical exam conducted in Adelaide, Australia. If you are new to the OBA procedure or want to start your procedure, please go and check out my related videos by clicking on the I button here. Before we dive into our today's topic, if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing and share it with your friends. Also, please follow me on my Facebook page as well as on my website, where I put a lot of blogs and posts for our nursing community. So diving into our today's topic, what could have AHPRA done better for the smooth execution of OBA? So we all know, since its execution from March 2020, there have been multiple problems that internationally qualified nurses have faced, such as cancellation of exams, multiple reschedules, limited seats in the OSCE exam, etc. We understand that this is a new system and anything new takes time to settle down. However, there are few things that AHPRA could have considered or done to make the things better and smoother. So the first thing that AHPRA could have done better is create awareness. Although AHPRA did publish about this new procedure on their website, however, they could have taken some extra efforts to simplify all the information in simple recorded videos or animated videos to make the end consumer understand better. I remember when AHPRA published all this information on their website, I also had to go through all the different web pages multiple times before I could connect all the dots. Something as simple as the self-check procedure or adherence to the document attestation guidelines could have been simply recorded in short educational videos and made publicly available for the nurses. I am sure if AHPRA had done this, their lives would also have been much simpler and they would not have to respond to the 1,000 calls and emails that they get from IQNs now in such conditions. The second thing that AHPRA could have done better was speed up their procedure. Although, like many organizations, AHPRA's procedures or AHPRA's turnaround times were also impacted by COVID pandemic, but certainly they could have simply adhered to the turnaround times mentioned as in their guidelines. The third thing that AHPRA could have done better is assess the feasibility of conducting nclex-rn exam from home. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Pearson VUE, who is the official examination body which conducts the nclex-rn exam, had to cancel these examinations multiple times in the last year. The same has happened with other entrance exams as well as university exams. However, these organizations were very quick in assessing and evaluating options like online proctored exams. However, Pearson VUE and AHPRA did not evaluate these. Moving on to our fourth point, explore options of conducting OSCE in other states. As I mentioned to you in the beginning of this video, OSCE exam, which is a practical exam, is currently conducted in Adelaide, Australia only. Due to the pandemic and its associated interstate travel restrictions, very few nurses were able to appear in the OSCE exam. AHPRA should have explored their options to partner with other similar universities in Sydney, Melbourne and all major cities to create multiple OSCE examination centers. That would have been really beneficial for nurses who are still waiting in a long queue to write their OSCE examinations. So my next point is collaboration with other stakeholders. Although OSCE exam is pretty new to the Australian nursing registration system, but this has been implemented by UK already. A big difference between UK and Australia's execution methodology is that in UK, NHS trust or hospitals trains the overseas registered nurses for the OSCE exam. But in Australia, such a system is not in place. And overseas registered nurses are supposed to train for OSCE all by themselves. Hospital chains, AHPRA and other government bodies could have collaborated with each other in executing a similar system in Australia. This would have been really beneficial for nurses as they would get a high quality OSCE training as well as get immediate jobs once they pass their OSCE exam. So my next point is about executing a good feedback system for OSCE examination. In the UK, if you fail your OSCE examinations, you will get a detailed feedback from NMC citing what you did wrong and how you can improve. However, such a system is not implemented in Australia yet. Feedback system will help the candidates to improve themselves and sit in the examination in the second attempt in a much better manner. So my seventh point is about partial fees and resetting the stations that you have failed. Another best practice that AHPRA could implement from the UK NMC OSCE examination is that they only require the candidates to resit the stations which they fail. Also, they have a policy that if the candidates fails up to 7 stations, the next time when they appear for the OSCE exam, they have to pay only 50% of the fees. My next point is about transparency. Another thing that AHPRA could learn from NMC UK is that every month NMC publishes the pass rate of both examinations, that is their CBT as well as OSCE exam, on their website. This information brings a lot of transparency in the system as well as give better insights to the people. So my last point is about proactive communication. AHPRA should have frequently and timely communicated with overseas qualified nurses and explain them how they are tackling these delays, what their actions are, and how they will be able to resolve them. So that's a wrap up for our today's video. If you can think of any other points that I have not covered in this video, please make sure to drop them in the comment section. See you next week. Stay safe, stay happy.